right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. Fingers and toes crossed, guys. You know the drill, right, Amy?
Yep.
T3 Media.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to Talking Through the Media's our first live show. Talking Through the Media is your home for entertainment news and reviews by fans for fans. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, send us any questions, any comments, any concerns you might have, because we want to hear them. I'm Amy Newman. Joining me, as always, is the fabulous Chris Fagan. How you doing?
Hey guys, prepare yourself. This is Chris. We're Talking Through the Medias. I want to first start off by apologizing. I'm going to try to enunciate as best that I can because I'm having some technical difficulties, as you guys could tell, and we started off late. And my microphone is just quitting on me. So with that great start out the way, I want to just introduce our special guest for today for our first live stream with all these technical difficulties, the one and only Sean Chandler. How are you doing, brother?
Hey, man, I'm doing good. It's been fun. We've just been talking about nonsense for like 25 minutes straight before things started rolling. Just been telling goofy stories, discovering interesting details about each of you. So it's been fun.
You made it sound so much more interesting than it was. Thank you.
Actually, you can be honest. They were saving me. I'm drowning in all these technical difficulties and just off to the greatest start in YouTube history. But I appreciate you being nice about it. So, guys, like I said, I'm sorry if I'm. Let me know in the chat if it's too loud, if it's too soft. It's going to be on my end. So I apologize in advance for that. But if you can just let me know how it's coming off in the chat, because I can see it. I appreciate it. But you guys, you know the drill. Look, if you're new to the channel because you're here for a specific reason, let me just tell you what we're going to do real quick here. We're gonna go through some topics from the week, or some entertainment news topics. We're going to run through those and let's give our thoughts on it. And then we're going to move on to a segment called We Got Your Mail, where we answer viewer questions. So let's get right into it. So it's not difficult. Sean, don't be so nervous. I can already tell, man. I can already. So if you don't mind, Amy, do you have the first topic of the day?
Of course. Coming up, our first topic, and why is that trending? Marvel Studios has cast its first on-screen Muslim superhero, the character of Kamala Khan, aka Ms. Marvel. According to Deadline, the Pakistani-American teenage hero will be played by newcomer Iman Vellani, an 18-year-old actor from Canada. The character of Kamala Khan is a 16-year-old from New Jersey who discovers she has shape-shifting and super healing powers. She was introduced in Marvel Comics in 2014 as the first Muslim superhero to star in her own titled series. Khan will get her own Disney Plus series and also appear in future Marvel movies, according to Marvel Studios chief Kevin Feige, who has overseen the comic studio's expansion into a global behemoth since 2008. Vellani as Khan will become part of a new wave of MCU superheroes, a more diverse group than the most recent crew of Avengers. And Ms. Marvel is scheduled to release on Disney Plus in 2021.
So, Sean, I'll start with you. Have you already covered this on your channel? The new casting that's happening on Disney Plus?
Literally, while I was doing my podcast last week, we were live talking about whatever it was actually probably talking about movie delays, because that's really all we're talking about these days. We're in the middle of talking about the latest movie delays, and then the chat just lights up like, they cast Miss Marvel. And so it was like one of those ones of, looks like we've got some new movie news coming in, or TV news coming in. And so we covered it just in that context of, as it was popping up, I just pulled up the article, couldn't even read what you were able to read, because I literally was just looking for whatever the first thing was that was there that could give me a name. So all we said was her name and newcomer. So that's where I was at the time I covered it. I don't have the deepest take on this one because I've never read a Miss Marvel comic. My experience with her is from the new game that came out a month ago. And she's basically the lead character for the Avengers game.
Right.
That just came out, and you
right,
kind of follow
from what I can tell, the game is based on from her perspective, right?
Yeah. Have either one of you played it?
No, not yet.
Yeah, so like there's this prologue at the beginning about this Avengers event that she's been invited to. And so she just kind of meets the Avengers and then everything goes bananas, stuff happens. And then there's a time jump forward and she's gotten her powers. And so you kind of follow her on this adventure where she is kind of responsible for pulling the gang back together again because the Avengers broke up. She pulls them back together. So she's kind of the point of view character as well as kind of the person that causes the plot to happen. So in that regard, she's very much the lead character for it. And the main one that you play at the start of the game, for the first third of the game, it's very heavily her. That's my experience with the character, since I've never read her and she hasn't, obviously been in the movies as of this point in time. And then because the actress is a newcomer, it's tough to even say, was she good for this part? Why? But I know because I wasn't in the casting calls. But what I do know is that up to this point in time, the MCU's been great with their casting.
Right.
So many of these, it's just tough to think who else would play these parts because they're so good at this game. And therefore, whoever they picked, I don't trust them.
Yeah.
I know.
And I was excited to see a newcomer get cast. To me, that's one of the most exciting things with, especially, stuff like this where you can start branching out and start throwing more people, more characters, more newcomers into the mix. And it's so fun to check out something that has that name brand behind it. So people are going to watch it and you get to go, I've never seen this actress before. She's a delight. I get so sick of feeling like I know what that actor's going to do in that movie. Yeah. They do the same thing every time. So
right.
I trust them.
That's what it drives me a little bit crazy when, there's obviously comic book movies are the most popular genre right now. Right. And so they're always looking to cast these new roles. And, we're always, if one Batman stops, we're going to get a new Batman. And immediately people look to this same list of the same 20 actors and actresses. And so, who should be whether it's comic book or even James Bond, who should be the new James Bond? What should be Tom Hardy, Tom Hiddleston, Tom Holland? I mean, it's we're literally going down a list of people in Marvel comic book movies with the same first name and an H last name.
Ooh, are the Tom's the new Chris's? Is that where
apparently
it feels like it, yeah.
Yeah, for Americans we have Chris's, and then for England they've got Tom's. And
am I the only one that's along with Jason Statham as Bond? Am I along there? That's just me. I'm sorry.
Few people say the name. He's over 50 though, so that's
a total joke on my part.
But then again, I've seen him with his shirt off recently. He's doing fine with the aging process.
Right.
But yeah, so I like it when we get. I want to see the actor. I want to see the character. I don't want to see the movie star,
right?
Or the actress. Or I want to see that part. And I think back. Growing up, I only knew Superman as Superman. That he was just so embodied. Christopher Reeve so embodied Superman. And then we get to current era. They cast Ben Affleck, jumbo movie star, as Batman. And I didn't have big issues with his performance. I thought he did a good job. I thought a lot of things I liked about it. But Ben Affleck so overshadowed one of the most iconic characters. And I just want to see the character. And then even now, Edward Cullen is Batman. But when we see Miss Marvel, we're just going to see Miss Marvel. There's none of those games.
That's a good point. I didn't. I thought the same thing when I saw the name. I thought, okay, let me look this person up. I've never heard of her. I looked her up in IMDb. Nothing there. I thought that there would be something maybe in something in Canada. I was about to say in Canada, but it was. I'm sure she has a lot of local projects and things. I just could not find anything online, so I'm going in fresh. Just like you, I'm in the same boat. I don't know much about Ms. Marvel. Few cartoons here and there. I am planning on getting that game to learn a little bit more about it. I never bought a comic book. I used to be a collector. So I'm just wondering how it's going to be received since how the whole Captain Marvel thing happened. I mean, this is the whole namesake thing. She's using her name because Captain Marvel is her favorite Avenger. And you know how everybody was kind of mixed on Brie Larson and the whole Brie Larson thing, right? I talk about that a lot here on this channel. about how I feel. I'm a fan of that movie. I don't jump into the whole just bashing on Brie Larson just because it's cool kind of a thing. So I'm curious how this is going to be received. I have a feeling that it's going to be very well received, because I agree with you. That's probably one of the things that people were a little bit turned off of, besides the whole interview thing that Brie Larson went through. But her name was so big. She just had that Oscar and things like that. I'm wondering if Brie Larson was a newcomer. Maybe it would have been well received, better received. So I'm thinking
a newcomer actress, a newcomer story for a lot of people,
right.
I think, and a little bit. I think there's
something good about that.
I think the TV shows give you a nice amount of space to sort of find what you're doing. Like I personally, I think generally prefer the Marvel TV shows almost to the movies in a lot of cases. And then the fact that it feels like the MCU sort of is having this turnover of like, this is the next phase. It's not quite like you're on top of all these insane blockbusters and any misstep or anything people don't like is so under the microscope. Right. I feel like I'm hoping people give this some space and let it sort of grow into whatever it is and give her a chance.
No, that's a good point. Because it's on Disney Plus, I feel like she's in a better platform for us to grow with her and get to know her. Any other thoughts on that?
I appreciate that they're very much experimenting with Phase 4. The criticism of Phase 3 is that it was very safe. It was like you kind of knew what everything was going to be by that point in time. A lot of the movies had a template to them. And I love these movies. I love this franchise. And I think they absolutely paid off so much that they worked towards. But there was a certain familiarity to it. There was a lot of sequels in there, fourth movies and third movies and stuff like that. And so then you look at this phase, and it kind of is a lot more like Phase 1, where it's
what's going to happen.
Characters, like what the Eternals. What is the Eternals? Miss Marvel. Who is this? And then going to TV, and there's some safer bets in there. There's some stuff I'm not crazy about them doing Loki and stuff like that, but that we're getting when they're doing new characters and new things, those are the experiments that I'm happy that we're getting at this point in time.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Question is, guys, what do you guys think about it? Let us know. Put it in the box below, and maybe we will talk about this some more on We Got Your Mail. Amy, what is the next topic?
Well, Hocus Pocus put a spell on moviegoers, and now it is leading U.S. box office charts 27 years after its original theatrical premiere. Disney re-released the 1993 Halloween classic, starring, of course, you know it, Bette Midler, Kathy Najimy, and Sarah Jessica Parker as a trio of witches. They released that this weekend on the big screen, where it collected $650,000 on Friday. Hocus Pocus, which is currently playing in 2,570 U.S. cinemas, is expected to generate $1 million in ticket sales over the weekend. Those box office receipts put Hocus Pocus ahead of more recent titles like New Mutants, Russell Crowe's Unhinged, and the mystery thriller Infidel. There's a chance that Christopher Nolan's Tenet matched Hocus Pocus in terms of Friday earnings. This is so funny to me.
You were excited about this one. I let the floor is yours.
So happy. It's such a weird Hocus Pocus.
Right. I've never seen Hocus Pocus. Didn't occur to me.
Do yourself a favor. It's pretty cute.
Never occurred to me this would be some iconic film that could make a big splash 27 years later. Yes. But apparently so. Apparently there's a group of people very excited to go out and see this movie. Like I went Sunday night to go see Friday the 13th. For the 40th anniversary, they did a Phantom event. I went to go see that one. October, Jason Voorhees kind of barely in the movie a little bit, but iconic horror franchise. There's like 4 people in the theater. Yeah. 4 people. Hocus Pocus, however, just making a comeback. I would not have expected that.
Well, it's all I feel like there's a very strong, millennial nostalgic, and I think a lot of people, it's like, well, I don't want to be scared. I say this as one of those people. I'm like, it's fun. It's just fun. It's silly. But yeah, there's a definite millennial rediscovering love of this movie. It's powerful, apparently. I don't know. My thing is with especially in like some states with their like, pandemic numbers still not really under wraps. I'm like, are you really going to risk your life for something you definitely own on DVD? Like, that's my only.
Well,
like, all right.
I mean, it is Hocus Pocus.
It is Hocus Pocus, though. When
I looked it up, because I was just like you, I was shocked. Really, 27 years later, what is going on? And it turns out every year, this movie is just, I don't know what it is about it. It's got that following. It's I don't know if it was how successful. I don't remember how successful it was in the theaters, but
I don't feel like massively successful.
But every year, every Halloween, it turns out that people are always coming back to it. So to them, Disney, it was a no-brainer for them. Like, hey, there's nothing really out there, so let's put it in the theaters, and boom, number 1, number 2 in the box office, I guess, right? That's just according to the hardcore.
It's a hell of a drug.
So I'm trying to understand on this one, because I would have been 12 when this came out.
I was 13,
11, and so we're the age that apparently this movie was aimed for when it came out. And we're like, what is this movie? I remember it existing, but never watched it. But there's this other group of humans out there that are like, right. I mean, of all the things that have been re-released in theaters, we've got Shining's being released this month. Empire Strikes Back. My theaters are playing Harry Potter movies. Right. Of all that, nah.
We're going to go see Hocus Pocus.
I want to see Bette Midler sing I Put a Spell on You. Yeah. What don't you understand? It also, for any Disney movie, has the most jokes about a kid being a virgin, and it's very weird, and I feel like there's something in it. There's the whole thing of the virgin has to light the candle that'll bring the witches back, and for the whole rest of the movie his little sister's just because you're a virgin. And it's who is this movie for?
I remember, oh my God, it all just came screaming back to me. I'm not the biggest.
We're going to get a text from Chris tomorrow I went and saw Hocus Pocus. It was amazing.
So I've been thinking, it's making this comeback. Is this thing really good? Is this the movie I should take my kids to go see or something like that?
It should be fun.
But
the kids won't really get all those jokes that Amy's talking about. The kids won't. I don't think the kids will really catch them all. You will catch them all.
It is good for that. It's one of those. I will say though, and I say this as someone who paid to go to the El Capitan in LA and see it with a full audience. Given the current climate right now, watch it on Disney Plus. It's not like The Shining where it's oh damn, seeing that on the big screen would be an experience.
There's not amazing cinematography, spectacle.
It's fun to be in a packed house laughing and enjoying it, but since you're probably not getting that experience, who knows? Very
campy. I'm not the biggest Sarah Jessica Parker fan. But that I would have to say is my favorite movie that she's in. I don't know. She is hilarious in that movie, and I don't know.
All three of them really do just show up and have a great time.
Yep. It's a good time. Questions, guys. Let us know what you thought about the Hocus Pocus. Did you go out and are you in that age group with me and Sean? When we're supposed to go out to the theaters, I'm not gonna lie. I think if I remember correctly, I think I did go see that at the theaters. I think I did, and I saw it a couple of times on cable. But are you like Sean? Did you miss it? Are you I'm not gonna go check that out? And maybe you're gonna check it out on Disney Plus. I recommend it if you do, or if you did. Let us know, and we'll talk about it on We Got Your Mail. And guys, everybody that's talking in the chat right now. We're gonna address that, so just stand by for that. We're gonna get to that in a second. But after this third topic, which is about to come up right now.
What an unsettling comment.
No, because I'm getting used to the live chat thing happening. I'm not ignoring you guys, and Sean's been great at commenting back, but I've just been kind of looking at it on the side, So I'm just.
I forgot to pull it up.
Sean's the only professional here. He's all right, T3, you're gonna have to step it up.
You're already asking me to talk and breathe and smile. I'm not adding another element. This is a lot. I have to read words.
Amy Newman, talking, breathing, and smiling.
A triple threat, baby.
All right. What's the next topic?
All right. Up next, Netflix and see, it's harder than it looks.
It is.
Talk, breathe, and smile.
I've tried it before.
Netflix announced that Selena? I've heard both.
Selena.
You guys are useless. All right, Selena. Someone in the chat's yelling at me. Don't tell me. Selena the series will premiere on Friday, December 4th. The news comes with a black and white teaser trailer featuring The Walking Dead's Christian Serratos in character and in concert as the iconic vocalist. The video was first shared via Twitter with the caption, quote, "Every legend begins with a dream." Selena the series has previously been described as a coming-of-age drama that follows Selena through the heart-wrenching and life-changing choices that she and her family must make as they navigate success in the music industry. The show will be split into 2 parts, with the first half spanning 6-hour-long episodes.
Okay. You said you didn't watch Hocus Pocus. We're in the same age group, and we're both from Texas.
Yes.
So you know Selena.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I didn't watch the movie with Jennifer Lopez, but I know the story. I remember, remember her music, and I remember her death.
Right.
But so yeah, I mean, this was huge story
Over here.
at the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. Me and like I said, me and Rashawn, we're both from Texas, and yeah, that's true. It's probably equivalent to how the industry was impacted when, like, for example, when Aaliyah passed away. Here in Texas, when Selena passed away, it was, and I didn't listen to her music much when I was a teenager, but after she passed, I got to know the music a lot better, and the same. I never saw. I have to put that on the list because I'm doing reactions to movies that I have not seen yet, and I'm probably gonna have to put that on the list. I have yet to watch Selena from beginning to end, but I probably will watch this series. I mean, you probably know the story already back and forth. I'm just curious on how it's gonna be portrayed. I'm curious to compare it to the movie. I'm not gonna compare it to I think J-Lo did better or worse or anything like that. I'm just curious on how it's going to come off because she's very beloved, especially here in Texas, and I'm just looking forward to it. I'm excited about it. What about you? Have you heard much of Selena's music, or have you watched?
I've heard her stuff. I believe that would have all been a little before my time, but obviously I know the story.
Wait, are you calling us old?
I am. Yeah, thank you for catching that. And
Don't never walk into an Amy trap. You will be skewered.
I'm gonna not touch that one. But yeah, no, I've heard her music. Obviously, I know the story. I also did not watch the movie, but I'm definitely curious to see this. I know the one thing that I thought was heartening and kind of encouraging about this was I just read somewhere that they have I want to say maybe her dad and her sister, some family of Selena is involved and approved of everything and are kind of giving everything the green light. So hopefully that means it's giving fans the story they want, because I don't feel like that's someone where it's like, oh, they didn't show the dirty under. It's like, no, that's just such a beloved, wonderful figure. Give her a story that everyone can just love and enjoy.
Right. I'm pretty sure it's going to capture. It's going to touch everything from the beginning to the end, and just like you said, I'm sure the family is going to. That makes that. I don't know how strong I would be on something like that if that were to happen in my family. There's been deaths in my family. I don't know how I would. I guess when you're at that level of fame, or if you have a legacy, I guess it's easier to tell the story over and over again. But I don't know how I would feel about it. It's something that I thought about when I first saw that this was being done on Netflix. I was like the Jennifer Lopez version wasn't that long ago. It was in the 90s. Yeah, it was long ago. But I guess it's been what,
as has been pointed out.
Has been pointed out, but I was thinking, wow, the family is just, I don't know. I'm sensitive about stuff like that. If this, would I want this story to be told over and over and over again, especially after it's already been done in a movie. But I guess it's
more
of a celebration of her music, really.
Yeah, you know, people are going to want to keep telling this story. Like, she was so beloved and she was so important to say, and it is something people want to see. So I assume at that point you just go, I would rather have a hand in it and make sure I feel like it is honoring my daughter or is honoring my sister, rather than washing your hands of it and having all this stuff come out that you're like, don't feel good about that.
Right.
That's like a better way to honor that legacy.
Oh, if you guys want to know an interesting little fun fact, Joy, my fiance, was in that movie with Jennifer Lopez. She was one of the dancers, one of the extras. The dancers, like there was some, I guess, a concert scene where Jennifer Lopez is on stage, and she's one of the dancers out there dancing. I'm going, when I watch that movie, I'm going to.
And you've never watched it?
Never watched it.
You never did the light. There you are. And
I plan on skipping that part just to piss her off. That's what I'm going to do. That's I keep it dangerous in this house. Yeah.
Is she been in a lot of movies?
My fiance?
Yeah,
she's been. She said she's been an extra in a couple of movies. I have to ask her again which ones, but that's the one that she brings up all the time. Every time, hey, what do you want for dinner? Did you know that I was in Selena? I mean, it's nonstop, but I mean, it's her claim to fame. I love you, babe, but I got
that. Ask me about the time I was in Selena shirts. A really nice touch.
It's coming. Trust me. Don't give Joy any ideas. Well, guys, let us know what you think about the upcoming Netflix series Selena. And are you going to do what I'm going to do? Are you going to compare it to the movie after I finally see it for the first time? I'm planning on taking a trip up to Sean's house. We're going to go out there and going to watch it. Maybe let's do a social distancing backyard projector thing and just watch some Selena. What do you say, Sean? Putting you on the spot.
That could be exciting.
or
the movies to watch in a backyard, that wouldn't be the first one to come to mind, but since we're talking about it, why not? Now that there's a connection.
Right.
Hocus Pocus, there you go.
Hocus Pocus and Selena, the marathon.
Double feature.
And you just make Joy run out and dance and like prove
exactly.
It was her.
And did you know that I was in Selena t-shirt? Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So let us know what you guys think about that idea, and we'll talk about it on We Got Your Mail. All right, and speaking of We Got Your Mail, we got one in here from a subscriber, a viewer, from somebody in the community, and we're going to run through it right now. I'm stalling. As you can tell my voice, I'm like stretching out. There it is. I found it. All right, Amy, if you don't mind, can you...
Absolutely. So you recently did a reaction to a little Pearl Jam, and in response, Leslie Woodley says, "Cool reaction. Your bro knows his music. Pearl Jam are one of the best live bands ever. State of Love and Trust MTV Unplugged is another classic one."
It was. Let me tell you what I really thought about that song. I know you guys.
Are you a Pearl Jam fan?
I am now a Pearl Jam. When I did my reaction to it, I said this song feels like old school rhythm and blues. I don't know if you're familiar with Pearl Jam song Black, Sean from.
Yep.
That was my first time ever listening to it. My other friend Sean Malloy, he said you got to hear the song. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. I'm expecting it to be I hear Pearl Jam, I'm thinking heavy metal. I'm thinking that's what I was gonna experience, but no. Then all of a sudden, this guy starts singing this touching, loving, heartstring pulling song. I'm like, what? My dude tears start coming out. I'm ugly crying on the reaction. But it felt like the blues. It felt like I was listening to a rhythm and blues concert. I'm like, what the hell? And I loved it. I don't know why, but it touched me, man. And I'm changed forever. But I loved it. And there are more. I know you guys on this channel. I know you guys want to hear more. Watch us do more stand-up reactions. But I am going to do more reactions to songs from genres that I never listened to before. I'm going to give them a chance. Maybe some more Pearl Jam, maybe whatever. I don't know. Maybe you guys have a suggestion. If you think that you think I might get a kick out of, let me know. But Amy, you listened to that song before, right? Or was that your first time hearing it too?
I think that was my first time hearing it.
Okay. What'd you think?
I'm not a huge. It's good. I've never been like a huge Pearl Jam fan, and they're always a band I'm like, maybe I like them more than I think. I don't know if that registered big job on the microphone.
But Sean, you said you were a Pearl Jam fan?
I like their first 3 albums, kind of their peak of their fame, and the stuff that were all their big hits from the 90s.
That's what I was about to ask. Are they a 90s band or an 80s band?
Yeah, they're 90s. They're that post 80s when Seattle scene with Soundgarden, Nirvana, and then Pearl Jam, all kind of coming out of the very small space and becoming massively successful all the early 90s. So that's when they became famous. They probably formed before that, but and then they had like a band called Temple of the Dog that was a bunch of members of Pearl Jam as well as members of Soundgarden, and that also had a hit song at this time called Going Hungry.
See, in the 90s, I was all about Bone Thugs and Harmony. That was my band of choice. But I did listen. I watched a lot of MTV. I remember when I started opening my mind up to like alternative music. It was a pure accident. I would come home every day and I would turn on MTV. Back in the day, kids, when they used to play music videos, and every time I would turn the TV on after school, it was with Total Request Live, and the same song over and over. I would catch No Doubt on the charts for some reason until the song Spiderwebs just started. I'm like, okay, every day I'm catching a little bit of this song more and more. And then all of a sudden, boom, I'm starting to open my mind up to alternative music and like you said, Nirvana. I've listened to Nirvana. I've listened to like Green Day. I've listened to a lot of bands back in the 90s, but I never listened to Pearl Jam, and I'm glad I did. I enjoyed it. I think that was. I'm gonna probably react to a few more of their songs. So if you guys have a suggestion, you guys know what to do. Whenever you guys want to suggest something to us, like whether it's a topic that you want us to talk about on the show or something that you want us to react to, just at T3 Medias, just let us know on social medias, or you can just comment on the videos that we put out. Well, that is the show, guys. I want to thank Amy and Sean for helping me out with this episode of Talking Through the Medias. Man, I'm so sorry that it started so late. I know you guys have a lot to do, and I appreciate you guys hanging in there with me.
Some of us have bedtimes, Chris.
Yeah, and I'm sorry about that. She's never going to let me forget that. So real quick, but let me run down the line, guys. Amy, where can people find you online if they want to reach out to you?
I'm on Instagram at amy.n.newman and on Twitter at amy_n_Newman. I added a hand gesture. That was fun.
Outstanding.
I might use that. It'll be a dance in like a month's time. It's going to be.
And the one and only, not seen Chandler, Sean Chandler.
Not seen.
for the 3 people out there that don't know who you are, since the king, I'm going to call this guy the king of rank videos.
I get that a lot. I prefer it when people refer to me as king. Just feels right. But you can find me on YouTube. If you search for Sean Chandler, you'll either find an NFL player or a guy that looks like me and talks about movies. It's the guy that looks like me and is talking about movies. On the Twitter, it's Kirk Never Died. Kirk Never Died. It is a Star Trek reference. And on Instagram, it's Sean Talks About. I didn't do that thing that responsible people do where they have the same name on all of their social media. Mine are all totally different.
Have you thought about a hand gesture? It really helps people remember.
Like Kirk Never Died. I don't know what it'd be like. Kirk Never Died.
But I'm curious now. Tell us more about this football player. No, I'm just joking.
There's a college player at first, and so it was a little bit funnier because the joke set up a little bit better because it built into it that he's 15 years younger than me, and then he got older, made it into the NFL, and so it ruined my joke. It doesn't flow as well.
Well, I mean, we tried. But either way, I appreciate you guys I'm sorry again for all the technical difficulties. I'm sorry that we started all late. And I will
have the kinks. We'll get it better next time.
Maybe. I mean, I'm not going to promise them that.
I set the bar too high. We will be at least this good next time.
Yeah.
Maybe better.
Exactly. Well, you guys know this episode of Talking Through the Medias was streamed in front of a live studio audience in those sketchy video stores behind that curtain. Only a few of you guys will get that reference, but